Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, following the truth from and really well. Easy salutations to the 144,000, and then 1/3, the large multitude, until I say Shalom. So, today, the lesson that I want to get into is about how we're storing up treasures in heaven and not here on earth. Because a lot of our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're storing up treasures here on earth, which ultimately is going to be destroyed, when the time of Jacob's trouble comes around, and then ultimately the ICBMs, it's all going to be not, you know, become void, it's going to be brought to nothing, because a lot of our people, they're in that spirit of building here in Babylon the Great. They're not aware of what's going to be the end of this place, the end of Esau, Edom's kingdom. So I'm going to get this first scripture. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. And it reads, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Yeah, so, don't store up treasures up here in earth, because ultimately they're going to be destroyed. It's going to come to naught. When the elect get delivered, you're not going to be taking these bodies or anything of the earth into the chariots. It's all going to be left here on the soils of Babylon the Great, and throughout the four corners of the earth. You're not going to take your PS5, your gold chain, your Jordans. It's all going to be left here on the planet Earth. We're storing up treasures in heaven, in that spiritual bank account. That's where we're putting our riches and our trust. We're putting our trust and faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. Yeah, so we're putting our trust in spiritual things. We're not trusting in earthly matters, because ultimately, the war we're fighting is spiritual and not carnal. So we gotta use our spiritual sword. We're not using carnal means to deliver ourselves. Because ultimately, you know, we're trusting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Yeah, so where your mind is, that's where your treasure is going to be, which ultimately our trust and faith is going to be in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to deliver us. We're putting our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So I'm going to get this next one. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, so in the perilous times that we're coming into, this truth, this precious truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, that's what's going to keep us stable. Because we were putting, these spiritual, coins in heaven, storing up treasures in heaven and not here on earth. We weren't looking to save ourselves through carnal means like the rest of these people are. They're going to trust in their bow, in their arrow, to deliver them. But ultimately, that's going to lead them to destruction. that's not going to deliver them. Because ultimately, we're trusting Yahweh Bashem Shai. We're fearing the Lord, and that's the true treasure. So I'm gonna get this next one. This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. Yeah, so this pressure, this this truth, it's the real treasure. It's more precious than rubies, because ultimately, this truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is priceless. You really can't put a price on it because it comes from the heavens. So we got to treat it as such. Because ultimately it was a gift from Yahweh Bashem Shai, to believe, to have faith. So I'm going to get this next one. This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 24. Woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Yeah, so, destruction to you that are rich, because that's going to be the end of a lot of our people. And, these heathens, because they're comfortable, right, here in Babylon the Great. Because a lot of our people are pretty, doing pretty well for themselves. They're not worried about the kingdom of heaven. They're not worried about Yahweh Bashem Shai. They're worried about, building here in Babylon the Great. But we know what's the end of this place, those thermonuclear missiles, those ICBMs, the lake of fire. We get this next one. This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. Yeah, so all these earthly riches, gold, silver, people stocking up on ammo, guns, food, water, having bunkers. That's not going to deliver them. What's going to deliver us ultimately is putting our trust and faith in Yahweh Bashem Shai, having that faith that he's going to deliver us. Because ultimately we can't deliver ourselves, We're going to have to fully put our faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Shai that he's going to cover us in these perilous times. Because we're putting our trust in him. We're not putting our trust in these earthly riches, these carnal means to deliver us. We're storing up those treasures in heaven. So I'm gonna get these next ones. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They shall not satisfy their soul, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Yeah, so when all hell breaks loose, a lot of people that we're trusting in the riches to deliver them, they're gonna throw them in the streets, because ultimately it's not gonna deliver them. It's not gonna save them. You know, and 2/3 of our people, they're banking on their riches to deliver them through Jacob's trouble. But you can't buy yourself out of destruction. You're gonna have to put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Shai, storing up those treasures in heaven. But that's pretty much the point. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Shai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I am well. Peace and salutation to the 144,000 and 1/3, the large multitude. To you, I say Shalom.